Hello, Rodney. Why do I play games more than once? And the simple answer, apart from obviously the enjoyment, is to get value for money. I want to make sure that the cost I paid for it actually brings sufficient level of enjoyment. And as an inveterate list keeper and record keeper, I've actually started keeping track of how much I spend for each game and how many times I've played it, so I can actually calculate how much value each one has. Some games have turned out better than others. But I find that the best way to play a game more than once is actually to get it played early on, while it's still fresh in my collection and while it's still new to other people. Let me illustrate by way of an example. Here's my most recent purchase as of yesterday afternoon, bought from the friendly local gaming store, and already there's been some enjoyment out of this. I've read the rules, I've punched out the pieces and put them in bags. It's now waiting to be played, and it will be played. I'm not the sort of person who buys games and stores them on the shelf and just lets them gather dust. This will get played, but maybe not often. In my life at the moment, I can get to a gaming evening at the shop about twice a month. Maybe 4 or 5 times a year I can get to a full day of gaming, either locally or a little further afield. And on average, once a month perhaps, there's a get-together of gaming friends on an ad hoc basis. We email each other and when we have an evening together. Now, when I have any choice in the games played, for the next 6 months or so, I will be taking this one around and hoping to get it to the table. From past experience, I expect to play this twice, and if I'm lucky, 3 times over the next 6 months. After that, depending on what I think of it, it may go to pride of place on one of my top shelves. It may go into the garage waiting to be passed on to some other good home on some other occasion. Who knows? Over my entire lifetime owning this game, though, I would be surprised if it got played more than half a dozen times. It's quite a long game by the sounds of it. If it was shorter, it obviously would be played a lot more often. But new game, I promise you, you will be played. Don't panic, you'll be played twice, maybe 3 times. And who knows, if you're very good, you may get played a lot more. Bye, Rodney.